லைவ் பேக்ரவுண்ட் போட்டிருப்பாரு.
அப்படியே நேரா அந்த இடத்துக்கே போலாம் போல தெரியும் சார் உங்களுடைய பேக்ரவுண்ட் பார்க்கும் பொழுது. சாந்தகுமார் சார் அப்படியே சாந்தமா அப்படியே புன்னகை மட்டும்தான். நாங்க கூட பேச பேச பல்லு தெரியும். ஒரு நாள் கூட அவங்களுடைய சொல்லுதான் தெரிஞ்சிருக்க, பல்லு தெரியல.
சாந்தகுமார்னு பேர் வச்சிருக்காருல்ல,
பல்ல கொஞ்சம்
பிறக்கும் போதே அந்த
காட்டிடுங்க
மாதிரி பேர் வச்சுட்டாங்க சார். நம்ம ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியலைங்க சார்.
பல்ல கொஞ்சம்
ஓகே
காட்டிடுங்க
தொடங்கிடலாம். ஓகே, அனைவருக்கும் அன்பான வணக்கம். என்றும் போல் இன்றும் இனிமையாய் தொடங்கிடும் டெல்டா தொழில் முனைவோர் கூட்டமைப்பு மற்றும் தேசிய சேலம் சுல்தான் கிளை இயக்கமும் இணைந்து வழங்குகின்ற இணையதள கருத்தரங்கிற்கு அனைவரையும் அன்போடு வரவேற்பதில் மெத்த மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றோம். நிகழ்வின் தொடக்கமாக தலைவர்கள் களவுரையாற்றுகின்ற நேரம் நமது டெல்டா தலைவர் ஜேசி ரொட்டேனின் PR இளங்கோவன் ஐயா அவர்களை களவுரையாற்ற அன்போடு அழைக்கின்றேன்.
குட் ஈவினிங். அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கங்கள். On behalf of Delta Entrepreneur Federation and GCA Salem Sultan, I warmly welcome you all to this special ID program. Today, the theme, Money Strong, Learn to Sail, Not Sink. It is very powerful and relevant in today's business world. It reminds us to face challenges with confidence and smart strategies. So I extend my heartfelt welcome to our chairperson today, host President J.C. Sandakumar, and today our esteemed faculty JFS Dr. Prasad, and our respected chief guest JCM MDS, and today program director our Mugil, and our all program director, especially Dr. Razia Madam, and the daily, the wonderful coordination and the leading the entire team by our General Secretary Dr. Gandhi Naya, and all the participants and the office bearer of the Delta and JCA. I warm welcome, and the floor recognized each and every person. So today I wish and the program get successful and useful for all participants. I hope it is a great takeaways today this program. So the floor handed to our General Secretary Gandhi for further proceeding. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for present task. Floor handed over to our host president J.C. Sandakumar for further proceedings.
நன்றி காந்தி ஐயா அவர்களே. நன்றி. அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். JCA India June 29 JC Salem Sultan Delta Entrepreneur Federation ID program is hereby called to order. ஒரு இனிய பணிக்காக டாக்டர் நாசியா மேம் அவர்கள் அனுப்பிட்டு.
Thank you, Chairman. It's a privilege for me. JC Creed, we believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men, that earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Nasia மேம். வெல்கம் அட்ரஸ் பை சேர்மன். இன்றைய நிகழ்விற்கு வருகை புரிந்திருக்கும் சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் மற்றும் பயிற்சியாளர் மற்றும் பங்கேற்பாளர்கள் அனைவரையும் இந்நிகழ்விற்கு வருக என்று வரவேற்கின்றேன். இன்றைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினரை பற்றி அறிமுகம் செய்வதற்காக டாக்டர் நாசியா மேம் அவர்களை அழைக்கின்றேன்.
Thank you, Chairman, for once again for this great privilege. A visionary leader, accomplished entrepreneur, and passionate advocate of financial empowerment, he has built an inspiring legacy at the intersection of corporate excellence and community impact. With over 20 years of rich professional experience, his journey has been shaped through reputed institutions like Axis Bank, Citibank, and HDFC Asset Management Company, equipping him with deep expertise in wealth creation and financial strategy. He is among the select 3,000 chartered wealth managers, CWM, in India, a distinction that reflects both his credibility and commitment to excellence. As the founder of Finship Wealth Private Limited, with a strong presence in Puducherry and Chennai, he continues to drive meaningful change by helping individuals and families make confident, informed financial decisions. A highly accomplished trainer, He was recently honored as an ACE trainer at the prestigious Train the Trainers workshop, an acknowledgement of his exceptional facilitation skills, impactful communication, and ability to create transformative learning experiences. His leadership journey extends into JCI, where he has been an active member of JCI Pondicherry, French City since 2019, serving as secretary in 2023 and rising to the role of president in 2024. He has demonstrated exemplary leadership. His active participation in key programs such as Speechcraft, TREP, and ZEWS earned him outstanding performance awards in both TREP and ZEWS. Through his professional and JCA platforms, he has made a remarkable impact, reaching over 10,000 individuals, delivering more than 3,000 engagements, and organizing 100 plus awareness and development programs. A sought after speaker, he has delivered powerful sessions across colleges and institutions on financial wellness, wealth creation, and money management. His work places specially emphasis on empowering women financially, enabling them to take control of their finances, build independence, and secure a stable future. A true catalyst for growth, transformation, and empowerment. I am very much privileged to welcome today's chief guest, JC Imtiaz sir. Thank you for being here, sir.
தேங்க்யூ டாக்டர் நாசியா மேம். இன்றைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அவர்களை விரைவுரையாற்றுமாறு அன்புடன் கேட்கொள்கிறேன்.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction. Though the profile was given by me, I think the way you introduced me was amazing. So thanks for that, first of all. And to respected Chairman and the esteemed members of JCI Salem Sultan, the members of Delta Entrepreneurs Federation, the esteemed faculty, the director of for this program, JFM VM Mugilan. So I extend a warm welcome and greetings to you all. So this is something like I felt so privileged and honored for being invited as a chief guest for this session because the topic itself is something which is close to us and we always speak about this. And like when I probably, this is like, I'm seeing myself somebody like, speaking about the topic which we actually, generally go and speak. So it's an opportunity for me to actually learn as well. So when I looked at the topic, it is like the money storm, learn to sail, not to sink. Honestly speaking, today the problem is not with the product, it's with the problem that how we actually decide and what kind of decision that we take. It is something which is actually, ruining most of the life. You would have seen the, videos like people, they surf in the tide. The same tide kills somebody and the same tides make somebody, win a gold medal in Olympic. So it is that for you to know that how to handle the tide, which is the same that happens with the money management as well. And we have a wonderful trainer today, or the faculty. He is a certified financial planner. For somebody who like if we didn't know what it is one of the accreditation that is given by an American board, which qualifies the the advisor to practice in like more than 150 countries. And it gives a special knowledge and skills for him to actually not only speak about the product, but to understand the behavior and then actually give them a proper advice. So I think he would be the right person to speak about this the subject, which is money storm. And end of the day, it is the storm that keeps coming and going. It is that for us to know how to sail about it. So without taking so much of time, let us hear from the faculty that how we should actually take care of the storms that comes by way of global issues, by way of our own political problems, or something which happens with somewhere something happens that it hits our financial positions. So let's learn from him today. With that note, I wish the faculty to have a great session, and let's learn the main traits of the business today from him. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I invite Mugivanan sir to introduce this today's faculty.
Thank you, Chairman. Today we are having a fantastic dynamic personality in our session. who is a financial planner by profession, and he holds a vast experience in banking sector as well as in academics. He is a
நிகில்
professor
சவுண்ட்
in
குறைவா
Tamerica
இருக்கு,
College of
சவுண்ட்
Management.
குறைவா
சார்
இருக்கு.
முகின் சார் உங்களுக்கு சவுண்ட் கம்மியா இருக்கு.
Now am I audible?
ஹெட்செட்
You are
போட்டிருக்கீங்களோ?
audible, Mughal, but your volume is very low. You are audible, but your volume is very low.
Now, ma'am? How about now?
No, it's still the same.
முகில் ஹெட்செட் எதுவும் பயன்படுத்தி இருக்கீங்களா? ப்ளூடூத் அது
இல்ல
மாதிரி.
சார், இல்ல சார், இல்ல சார். இப்ப
ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல கொஞ்சம் அதிகமா இருந்தது சவுண்ட், இடையில அப்படியே கம்மியாகுது.
மேபி நெட்வொர்க் இஷ்யூ நினைக்கிறேன். Let me try my best.
பரவாயில்ல
Today they are
பரவாயில்ல
having
அப்படி.
ஓகே சார், கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க.
a
பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
financial planner who is having a vast experience in banking sector, and he is a founder of Sadhika Group, and he is the former professor of Lead College of Management who have vast experience in business and management, and he is a person who holds a zone trainer certificate from JCI, and he is an entrepreneur, author, and an investment psychologist, and so on. Today, the legendary personality is none other than JFS Dr. Prasan. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Mugilan sir. Thank you so much. Recognition. The floor recognize present, future, past leaders of JCA and Delta Entrepreneur Federation. Thank you. The floor is officially handed out to our faculty. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you so much. I think the share is enabled. Yeah. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes sir, very clear. Go ahead.
Okay. So I found some experts in finances over here, Amitya sir, and I think one more person. I think I don't remember the name. It was given at PR or something like that. So those people who are ready, maybe Amitya sir was completed his CWM and Chartered Wealth Management courses. Great, congratulations, sir. We found maybe. Let me think. Let me say one important thing is that most people do not know how to manage their finances. They know how to earn income, but they miserably fail in managing the finances. And there is a high potential or a huge potential in Indian market for a financial planners. So let me start with the session. Let's go with maybe I just want one simple answer from your part. How many of you feel that money management should be taught in school, or it should be learned from experience?
Learn from experience. Learn from experience.
Learn from experience, okay.
The basic things should be taught from school, and later on we can learn from our own experiences.
Okay, so I'll give a simple scenario. You know, Kerala is the maybe the literacy level of Kerala is 99.7%, right? And we are very we boast ourselves as one of the most literate state in India. And the funny thing is that in 2020 there is a company which is formed by some Kerala people in Coimbatore, and the company name is Universal Trading Corporation, and it's a penny stock company. And what they did was very simple. They collect money from the people and they are giving a guaranteed return of 100%. That means if you invest 10,000 rupees, you will get 20,000 rupees within 10 months. That means every week the amount will be credited. And you know how much is the amount that they have looted from Kerala? Can you guess? You can put it in your chat box. Yes. The chat box is open, I think so. Or you can see.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
The question is very simple. There is one company named Universal Trading Corporation. It's a real story. What they did was that they have started giving some kind of financial products, and the products is like this. If you invest 10,000 rupees, you will get weekly payout and you will get your amount returned within 10 months. That means you will get your 100% return. If you invest 10,000 rupees, you will get 20,000 rupees within 10 months. Vidya sir is 500 crores. Great. Any other answers? $500 crores. Apart from that, can you bet it more? The literate rate in Kerala, yeah, 1,000. It's more beyond that. It is 2,500 crores. We people are really greedy in, it's not 5,000. But later on, one more company has evolved. That name was HighRich. But there are so many discrepancies happening with the company, and ultimately they do have taken around 2,250 crores from Kerala. So put together, it is around 5,000 crores. So most of the people know how to make money, but they don't know how to invest. That is the first reality you need to understand before investing. That means earning money is easy, but maintaining or managing money is very hard. Even maybe I'm doing a specialization on investment psychology, where most of our financial decisions are based on emotions, not based on the intelligence. That is the reason why we are more prone to these kind of financial frauds or financial scams. So let's start our session. I think you people know what is the current financial landscape in India. The first one is that if you sail in a sea, you can find these kind of problems. Maybe we are going to sail and you are going to learn how to sail. The first hindrance that you are going to receive is the monsoon, right? Monsoon means that you will get so many debt. That means monsoon we are going to relate with the debt, because how the debt is evolved is very simple. Previously, if you want to take a loan from a bank, I think Amitya sir was working with bank for last 20 years. I know. And so many people have been dealing with the banks for last maybe a couple of years ago. If you go to a bank, submit all the documents immediately, then the bank will analyze your situation, then only they will give the loan, right? But what is the current situation? Can anybody say what is the current situation if you want to take a loan? Yes. You don't need to go to a bank, right? Everything will be there in your fingertips. And even right now, yeah, some command has arrived. Yeah. Even, yeah, click of a button, great, excellent. That is the thing. And again, one more funny thing is that previously, if you want to buy a, let's say, a mobile phone, or if you want to buy a refrigerator or an AC, right now in Kerala, it's very hot. So what you need to do is that you have to save some money and get the money ready. Then only you'll be able to go and buy. But right now, most of the e-commerce platform, what they are doing is that they are giving something called buy now and pay later. That means our purchasing power is increasingly, maybe it's increased considerably. So what is going to happen in this current situation? That means people have adequate amount of money, but they don't know how to manage the debt, because the rate of interest, especially for these kind of personal loans, are very high. It goes from 18% to 36%. We have credit cards, we have lot of personal loans are available. And again, there are so many non-banking financial services. NBFCs are there. They are coming out with new products for purchasing durables. Or if you want to, maybe last week I saw an advertisement with a travel agency. What they are telling is that if you want to travel to Europe, no need to pay now. Pay by installments. That means the loans are being provided for vacation purpose also. So these are all expenses, but we are using the powerful tool debt for meeting those expenses. That is the first and foremost hindrance, or first and foremost obstacle that we are going to face when you're sailing. Because even if you don't have the money, you will start doing this practice of creating loans to meet your needs and wants. So that is one thing. Second one is the cyclone of inflation. If you start moving again, when you start sailing, what is going to happen is that the price of the products has increased considerably. How many of you have noticed the 5 rupees dairy milk? Have you found anything suspicious or anything interesting? The 5 rupee dairy milk. Yes, you can answer.
Maybe the quantity get minimized.
Yes, the size keeps shrinking. Yes, exactly. That is the thing that is that is happening in this country. That means the 5 rupees remain the same, but the quantity is reduced considerably. Maybe sometimes they will increase the price of the product. Sometimes they will reduce the quantity of the product. So inflation on an average in India, the inflation is around 6%, 6 to 7% is the average inflation. But there are some particular areas where the consumables, like maybe the vegetables, the cereals and all, the inflation was around 10%. So think of a situation if you invest, yeah, biscuit size also reduced. Yes, sir, definitely. So one important thing is that if you are not focusing on the inflation, ultimately you will have or you will end up in a situation where your savings or your income will not be able to manage your cost. I'll tell an example where I do have a supermarket, and most of the people, when maybe I started in 2018, the average purchase value of a average household was around 2000 to 3000 rupees at that time. And right now it has increased to around approximately to 4000 or 4000 to 3000 to 4000 rupees plus. Maybe 1000 rupees has increased considerably. So that is very, very important if you think of an inflation. So if you want to analyze what will be your cost of maybe your living cost after 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, you can use a simple formula called 72, rule of 72. Rule of 72 means that it denotes that if a given rate of interest, how long it will take your expenses to double after maybe a particular period of time. For example, if the inflation rate is 6%, means that if you divide 72 by 6, that means your 10,000 rupees expenses will be 20,000 after 12 years. Right. Again, after 12 years, it will become 40,000. And again, after 12 years, it will become 80,000. So a person who is at the age of 24 and is planning to retire at the age of 60, his expenses, let's say his expenses is approximately 50,000 rupees. So what is going to happen is that the time of retirement, his expenses will be monthly will be 2 lakh rupees. So your investments should be able to beat this inflation. So your sale should focus on this cyclone because the cyclone will capture all your investments and it will go. And the third one is the most important thing is the fog of misinformation. Most people, maybe I know that how many of you are investing in stock market? Please raise your hands or thumbs up, whatever it may be. How many of you are investing in stock market? Yes. Put a thumbs up or a hi or yes, anything. Yes. Hello. No response. Yeah. Imithya sir, I know. Mughal sir is not doing it. Fine. Imithya sir, I do okay. What about others? Anybody else apart from Imithya sir? Because if I ask the same question to you, anybody who is investing in stock market, not directly, it can be mutual fund also. It can be mutual fund also.
Myself, sir. அன்பரசு
Mughal sir. ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்கலாமா?
அன்பரசு
Think of a situation where somebody is telling that this particular stock will go up to 50% increase, whether you will purchase or not. Think of a situation that your close friend is coming and telling you this answer. I have invested in this stock only because most of the people are telling that this particular stock will go up to 50% increase in within 1 year, whether you will purchase or not. Well, sir, hope my answer is maybe question is clear. Hello, sir, I think sir, you can unmute yourself and say. maybe let's hear from Amitya sir. Sir, if that question arises to you, what will you do, sir? Maybe you'll give a best answer.
Okay, sir. From an investor perspective, I would say, leaving away all the financial knowledge that I have. If I am a common man, if a
Yeah.
friend comes to me and tells me that tomorrow ABC stock is going to give me 50%, I would definitely go and buy. I would take away wherever there is a possibility. I will take away the money. I'll go and buy because I would think that my friend, whatever he said, is going to be not true, and I'm going to make fortune out of that stock.
Yes, definitely, sir. That is from an investor, maybe a layman's perspective, perfectly. And think 2 days before I read the business line in newspaper, and there is something interesting factor is there. Loan against mutual funds, loan against shares has increased considerably in last 3 months. One reason is that people may feel that the stock market is going down, so we need to invest too much or we need to square off. That is one thing. So everybody is telling that do that, but we never understand or we never ascertain what is our situation is. That is very, very important, that you are not thinking or you are not thinking about yourself. You are just thinking about what others people are saying. In investment psychology, what we use this particular word is called herd behavior or followers. Most of the people in India, not in India, the world, are followers. They will not take decision by their own. Maybe if you take a very small, maybe if you want to purchase a bike, what you will do? Instead of searching in the net and all, we'll do the basic search, but you will ask at least 5 or 10 people how this bike is. And the decision will be based on the majority, not by yourself. You will not think about your comfort. You will not think about your situation. For example, somebody's maybe your budget, let's say your budget is to purchase a bike of 1,50,000, but somebody is telling that that bike is not good. Sometimes you may maybe according maybe in point of view with this particular friend's decision and all, you may go and purchase a bike worth 2 lakh rupees. So additional 50,000 loss or additional 50,000 may harm your finances. So there are so many misinformations coming, especially in social media. I think especially I know that so many people who are not yet qualified are giving some kind of tips and techniques. Don't follow those things. If you really want to follow, you follow it, provided before taking a decision, always think that you have to understand your position. You need to understand what is the reality. And one funny thing, I maybe when I went through on social media post, that post was that reel was posted approximately 1 year before, and a person who's taking a decision right now based on 1 year reel, maybe prior 1 year reel, what is going to happen is at that particular point of time, the stock price have gone up, and right now it is going to decrease. So the person who have invested at the peak moment, he will lose the money. So there are fog of misinformation. You don't have a clear-cut idea. So in that situation, Imithya sir, me, and all people are here right now to guide you. Always talk to expert, or else don't pretend that you are an expert. Clear? Always check with the information clearly, check with the data, and finally you start investing. And the final thing is the tsunami of expenses. Tsunami of expenses, I'll tell you why the expenses has gone high in the current situation. One thing, how many of you have taken a medical insurance right now? If you have taken, please put a thumbs up. And if you have not taken, please take it immediately. I'll tell my personal example. On last October 8th, yeah, I think Imithya sir, I know that you are a financial planner. There is no option because you may be knowing everything. Anybody else? Yeah. Last October 8th, in 2025, October 8th, when I maybe not October 8th, October 6th. October 6th, my new office was maybe yet to open. So I'm giving invitation to different people. So I went to my banker, ICICI Bank. So I've given the invitation and started maybe coming back to home by bike. I found some kind of pain is coming into my hands, and also my jaws and everything got shrinking. So I felt that it was maybe I do have a diabetic, so I thought that it was because of the maybe issues the diabetic or the sugar level is coming down. So immediately I stopped one shop near to my home and had one that coconut juice and all. So later on when I went to home, but I didn't find any decrease in this particular thing. So immediately my wife was telling that go and meet a hospital, maybe a doctor. And after the pressure and all, after 2.5 hours, I went to the doctor and he took an ECG and found that there is one small variation in the ECG. So he advised me to go and check an echo with a hospital. So when I went to the cardiologist and find that and check the echo, I found what happened was there was a small heart because there is a hormone called tropin. It will increase when the muscles of internal muscles are contracting. So immediately they have given the medicine and everything got normal. And next day I just maybe discharged from the hospital and busy with my daily schedule. So he asked me, maybe the doctor asked me to continue with the medicine for 1 month. And later on I went to the doctor for consultation. So after that, what the doctor said was, in order to ascertain what is happening with your heart, you need to do an angiogram. Okay, there is no other option. So I did my angiogram and found that one artery has a 70% block. I don't know why it has come. So later on, he said that we need to check. Maybe the second step is that in order to maybe clear that block, either you need to put a stent or it can be carved out by using some machineries and all. So I admitted to the hospital and ultimately that block was something related to calcium. I think some doctors are here. So the doctor advised me to put a stent. And the total expenses are approximately 3 lakh rupees for 3 days admission. Think that one expenses that you're going to face is the medical emergencies. The average medical inflation in India is around 10 to 12%. That means your expenses, for example, your living expenses will double after 12 years, but your medical expenses will double within 6 years. That is the reality. Nobody knows about it. And we feel that, and most of the people are very optimistic that nothing will happen to us. But I was also optimistic. But in reality, I face that it is because of maybe anything can come at any point of time. So always think that, take that if you have a protection, you'll be able to cover it up. So I do have a health insurance, so I don't need to pay a single penny to the hospital. Everything is covered. Second one is that right now AI is coming as like a tsunami because I think the IMF director or CEO, I don't remember her name. What she said in the last AI meet, which has happened in India, she said that AI will wipe approximately 50 to 60% of the global job portfolios. So any point of time, there will be sudden job losses. So if the job, maybe if you lose your job, then your expenses is not going to end. So you will be struggling. So that is one thing. If maybe how I know that these most of the people are entrepreneurs here. So how it is going to affect the entrepreneurs? It's very simple. Let's say you have a portfolio or you have a set of customers and think that 50% of the customer right now is having a job, but suddenly they don't have a job means what will be going to happen is that your sales will also get decreased. So there should be always a plan B for everybody else. So that tsunami of expenses we cannot avoid. So you need to plan for these kind of uncertainties when you're sailing in a sea. So that means there are financial uncertainties will happen in your life. So you need to understand these financial uncertainties before starting your journey. So how you are going to maybe are you ready to for a money storm? That means these things will definitely happen to you. So how you are going to cover it up? The first and foremost thing is that you need to understand what are all the major things that you need to have. For example, the hull, you know, hull means the bottom of the ship is called the hull that always floats you maybe helps you to float in the ocean. That means that is your income and savings. So without income and savings, without proper income and savings, you cannot sail a boat. So always ensure that your income and savings are protected by any means. Second one is a rudder. Rudder means that maybe that shaft which is connected to the engine, which helps you to, maybe it will be rotating, it will helps you to move the ship. So one advantage with the rudder is that either you can, maybe you can increase the speed of the rudder, so it will start, maybe your sail starts fast, or else you can reduce the speed. So your budget has a control over you. That means either you can reduce your budget based on the situations, you can reduce, or you can increase, or you can cut short some expenses. Whatever things you can do, you have a control over it. And third one is the sales. Sales is the cloth that we all normally, right now we don't have that thing in our ships, but this is sales. So sale means your investment because it provides you the direction. That means based on the wind, it provides the direction. That means that is your goals. So all your investments should be goal based, not a general investment. There was an analysis done by me on some of my clients' investments. So most of the clients, which I maybe some clients have invested maybe randomly. Some clients may say that I just want to start with 5,000 rupees savings. Some clients were I did my financial plan to them, and those clients who have invested based on my financial plan have never withdrawn their amount. But those people who just started for savings for maybe I do have some surplus, I'm saving within 1 or 2 years, they started withdrawing it or they stop their savings. So always focus on investments based on the goals. And the final one is the anchor. Anchor gives you a protection. That means if something is happening in the sea, if these kind of storms are coming, definitely this anchor will hold you the ground and the ships will be protected in a proper manner. That is the emergency fund. Clear? So what is actually how the anchor will help you? What is an emergency fund? I know even if you are in the business or even if you're working, whatever it may be, you need to provide or you need to set a emergency fund. Why it is? Because basically because of two reasons. One is because of the income loss. Income loss can be anything. For example, it can be because of job or it can be because of some other reasons like medical emergencies or anything. You will not be able to work further, or you will be in a position where your income will stop for next 2 or 3 months. You have to meet your expenses. So in order to meet that expenses, what is required is that you need to keep some funds for meeting your expenses. So my question is, how much amount you need to keep as an emergency fund for your living? Can you guess? Imithya sir will, I request Imithya sir not to.
30% of the income.
What's it?
30% of the annual income need to be emergency fund.
Annual income. Okay, fine. Great answer. Yeah. 20%. Okay.
6 months of expenditure.
6 months of expenditure. Who said that answer? Sir, yeah. Exactly. That is 6 months of your expenditure. So what expenditure? That is the question. Whether you need to provide for the entire expenditure?
Entire family and all expenditure, including everything, fees and groceries, day-to-day expenditures.
Day-to-day expenditure. So I'll explain how much is required. Normally, there is a proper step has to be implemented while calculating an emergency fund. First thing is that you need to set aside your expenses for your daily living. That means your household expenses and everything. And always, if you're, for example, once I calculated an expenditure for a family to how much the emergency fund has to keep. So the expenditure was somewhat a little higher because it includes that some other expenses like going to movie and everything will be there. So if you are in a position that you don't have a proper income, you need to cut short all your entertainment expenses. Okay. And all the maybe avoidable expenses like dining out can be included, or your cosmetics, or your maybe additional mobile bills. Everything has to be cut short, and you need to take only the necessary expenses. Clear? That means you need to change your lifestyle at a point of emergency. The first one. Second, our children education, it should have to go. So I always request to, families to add children education as a part of emergency fund. Third one is that your insurance premium. Never ever stop your insurance premium at any cost. It has to go on. So keep that amount. And finally, your loan, EMIs, everything. So this is the total amount that is required. That means it should be calculated on an annual basis and make into per month basis. Yeah, take the average of 12. And how much maybe how long you need to maintain is that 6 months or 3 to 6 months is the adequate period. And again, if you are think of a situation that you have calculated 1 lakh rupees as your emergency fund for next 6 months or next 3 months. The second step is that sometimes some people may have some other additional passive income. For example, some may have family property where they are maybe inherited property or some other property where they are getting rent. You can reduce that particular amount to that extent. Second one is that you might have receiving some kind of pension payments or some other payments from some investments. That also you can reduce it. So any income flows which is coming, that has to be reduced, because we are not keeping the emergency fund in a long-term funds. We are keeping in a near fixed deposits or a liquid funds, which gives a bare minimum return of 5 to 6%, or it can go up to 7%. So don't keep so much of funds in liquid, maybe this low return funds, because it will dilute your growth. So always keep a bare minimum fund which is required. It has to be calculated in a proper manner, and keep it for next 3 to 6 months. So many people may find it difficult to keep. For example, if I'm asking you to calculate how much is the amount required right now, means that if you come to 4 to 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs, a huge amount has to be kept. So I request you to start saving from right now in an emergency fund, in a fixed deposit, in a mutual funds, liquid funds, or whatever it may be. Maybe start an SIP for that, and accumulate that amount within 1 or 2 years. That is also okay. So don't try to keep your emergency fund right now immediately. That maybe Prashant sir has told us thing that you need to keep 6 lakhs. That will maybe it will create a problem with your cash flows. So gradually we start creating it. Okay, that is the first and foremost thing. Second one is that how to handle the sale. Sale, it is going along with the wind, right? That means you don't have a proper control on it, right? But only thing is that you can change the direction by changing the direction of the sales, right? So how you are going to decode that particular thing is very simple. If somebody is asking you about what is some investments or anything, or if somebody is giving an opinion about investments, always try to decode the chart, decode what is happening in the industry, what is happening in the market. Reading the winds means what is happening in the market. Right now, most people, the Iran-Israel war is happening. So the market, all the global economy is right now in the reds. All the global Sensex, maybe global indices are in the reds. So what you need to do is that you have to navigate with the currents. How you are going to navigate means very simple. Don't dilute your investments right now, because that it is in the red. Don't be panic. Start investing or stay investing. Second one is that somebody is doing a monthly SIPs or monthly investments, especially in the market. Start continuing it. Don't stop it. Right? That is very, very important. Most of the people in this current market, what they will do is that the market start falling, they will start selling. Right? And if the market goes up, they start buying. Again, the market comes down, they start selling. So what will happen is that most of the people may find it difficult in getting the returns. As per the SEBI data, how many of you know? The thing is that as per the SEBI data, 80% of the people who are trading on a day-to-day basis end up with loss. Only 20% are creating profits. Clear? Out of 13 crore investors, or maybe there are 13 crores demat accounts in India, and out of 80% means that around 8 crores demat accounts are right now in negatives, or they are trading in a loss, not in a profit. And these people are coming and telling you that stock market is risky. Actually, stock market is not risky, provided you do have a discipline in investment. That means don't purchase the stock when it is the peak position. Don't sell the stocks when, or sell your mutual funds when it comes down. Okay, when it comes down, stay invested, or if you have an additional fund, please do investing. And second thing is that always keep a buffer of 20%. For example, if you are planning to invest 10,000 rupees in any of the market related investment, keep a buffer of 2,000 rupees. Why? Because at any point of time, the market falls, you can use this buffer and start investing. Never ever take a loan on this particular investment and do that. Because if you take a loan from a mutual fund, the average interest rate will be approximately 12 to 14%. That means, for example, you have invested 1 lakh rupees and you have taken a loan, let's say 50,000 rupees, maybe the market has come down and you take a loan of 50,000 rupees and again reinvested, means that you have to pay maybe 6,000 rupees an interest. That means additional 10. For example, if the market goes up by 10 or 12%, that will be covering only your interest portion. From that, you need to take additional amount. And again, after maybe think if the market doesn't goes up for next 2 years, the market is right now in a stagnant position and is not giving a return more than 10%, means that what you have taken as a loan and the total amount you are going to pay is equivalent to the loan amount plus the interest. That will be the amount that you are going to receive from the market. So always never ever square up your investments with loans. Clear? And the final one is very simple. Never ever take what we call it as use your maybe vehicle loan or car loan, whatever it may be, you have taken it. You may be sometimes you may be there are so many options are available right now in the market. That means if you taken a car loan, they will give a top up. Top up means that can be used for any purpose. Okay, if you have taken a housing loan, the banks will give a top up. That means, for example, you have taken a housing loan for 20 lakh rupees. Maybe after 1 year or 2 years of payment, what they will do is that they will give a top up of, let's say, 4 lakhs or 5 lakh rupees. Maybe the interest rate will be approximately to a 14 to 15%. That can be used for any purpose. Don't use these top up loans for financing the investments or making payments. Always keep invest with your savings. Never ever invest with your loans unless and until you are a trader, proper trader. If you are qualified with it, if you have a control, normally most people don't have a control in the stock market, but still you have a control of your finances, do it. And most people, what they do is that without having an emergency fund, without having a health insurance, what they will do that they will start going and directly invest in the stock market. So anything happens, all this amount which you have invested, all the savings will be used for this kind of medical emergencies. That is what that normally people will do. So from sinking to sailing, what you need to do is very simple. First one is that don't invest everything in your single portfolio. You need to diversify your portfolio. If one area is not performing properly, you can use the other area for meeting your needs. Okay, so always diversify your portfolio. Right now in India, there are so many investments are available. Let's say there are mutual funds. Not going to be going in depth with these funds and all. There are mutual funds. Mutual funds, you have different portfolio sizes. There are shares will be there. There are national pension schemes are there for retirement, and there is public provident funds are there. Anybody knows about public provident fund? There is one interesting factor is there with public provident fund, especially for business people. I think most of you people are doing the business. There is one very simple thing is that if you invest in any of the investments in India, if anything arises, all the creditors can attach your investments and they can take away that particular investment. But the only power with the public provident fund is that the government of India or the government or any government organization or private organization, they cannot attach your public provident fund unless and until it gets mature. After maturity, once you receive it, they can attach, but till the maturity, they cannot touch that. That is the advantage. That means anything happens to your business. For example, most probably, I know that sometimes you may get a notice from the GST that you need to pay like 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs or 5 lakh rupees as a part of penalty. So they may attach or they may freeze your bank account, but they cannot freeze your public provident fund account. They cannot attach that thing. That is one of the beauty of the public provident fund. So start investing in public provident fund. And there are if you want to invest a huge amount of money, there are alternative investment funds are there, portfolio management services are there, so many debt funds are there. So different types of investments are there. So diverse your portfolio according to your needs and goals. Okay. Second one is that life rats. That is very, very important. If you are sailing, if anything happens to your income, if anything happens to your property, whatever it may be, use the protection is the insurance. Take a life insurance coverage and also health insurance coverage. And the third one is that power of compounding. Sea is vast. Sea is very vast. Once you get into the sea, you will not be able to find any of the shore right now. So you need to sail along. That means when you start sailing, you will get the return in the long run. That is the power of compounding. Albert Einstein has said a good words about power of compounding. That is, the compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understands it, they will earn it, and those who don't will face it. That means if you know the power of compounding, that means the rule of 72. If you invest in let's say the stock market, the average return was 12 to 13%. If you invest in power of compounding, means that your investment will get doubled within 6 years. So maybe after 20, maybe there is a magic number which I have made. How many of you are in business? How many of you are in business? I've created a magic number. I'll explain. How many of you are in business? Okay, shall I ask you one question? Most people really want is that if you earn 1 rupee, you need to earn 2 rupee tomorrow, right? And the third day you need 3 rupee. If you calculate, maybe if you denominate that particular 1 rupee to day 1, 2 rupee to day 2, and 272 rupees to day 270, and 365 rupee to day 365 in a year, the total sum will get around 63,765 something. And if you average it by 2, maybe if you make it a monthly basis, if you divide it by 12, your monthly investment will be 5566. That is a magic number. 5566 means that a person who is at the age of 25, if you start investing 5566 for next 25 years, your value will be approximately 1.04 crores. That is the power of compounding with an average return of 12.5%. So if you stay invested for a long run, you will get a huge profit. Maybe your investment will be approximately maybe it's 5,000 rupees, means that for 10 years it will be approximately 6 lakhs. Maybe you'll be investing around 18 lakhs or 20 lakhs in total, but you will be receiving around 1 to 1.4 crores. And again, one more thing, if you convert this amount into current value, it will be approximately around 40 lakhs, less than 40 lakhs, because you need to understand the inflation part also. So the power of compounding is very, very important. Start investing right now. Stay invested. Long run, you will get a return. Don't stop market. Maybe don't stop your investments when the storm is coming. And fourth point is very, very simple. If you can put your ship on sail, let it go. The sea is vast, no need to worry. But at times of any kind of financial irregularities are coming, you need to review those things and adapt it. That means sometimes those icebergs will be coming, the market may fall, sometimes your portfolio may not be performing properly at that particular time. Review it and adapt accordingly. Get the opinion from the experts and review your portfolio on a regular basis. I request everyone, if you have invested in any of the investments, whether it is in FD, whatever it may be, always take a review at least once in 6 months. So let me wind up with this particular thing. That means this is your financial journey. Your financial freedom is not a simple task, but it can make it simple task if you have a proper discipline in your financial life. That means first you need to create a budget. Always avoid unwanted spendings and unwanted expenses, and always create your anchor. That means create your emergency fund, and then start investing in your maybe investing for your goals. And always seek knowledge continuously. That means at times, every time that maybe there are so many uncertainties may happen, you may, and there are so many influences will come to your life and give you so many what we call it as advices and all. But whatever may be the advice, the final judgment will be yours. That because your money means your savings and your life. So always seek the knowledge from the experts and start investing, and always sail on with discipline. A proper discipline will gives you a proper financial freedom. That means financial freedom is not a dream. It can be maybe it can be accomplished through a proper financial discipline. So this is all about a simple session on what is exactly is. So I'm handing over this session to maybe over to the chair. President.
Sir, good evening, sir. Arunagiri.
Yeah.
So can I give you the feedback, sir? I sum up the whole session.
Yes,
Shall
sir.
I proceed? Money is not the problem. Mismanaging money is the real storm. Ladies and gentlemen, we just did not listen to a speech. We experienced a financial awakening. On this remarkable occasion of 2160 Days of Delta Entrepreneur Federation and JCI Salem Sultan, Dr. Prasant did not just speak. He gave us a compass to navigate the money storm. The three financial storms. He powerfully reminded us: monsoon of debt, cyclone of inflation, tsunami of expenses. India today, inflation stands around 6 to 7%. What used to cost 2,000 to 3,000 in supermarkets now quietly climbs to 3,000 to 4,000. Earning money is easy, maintaining it an art. Rule of 72. If inflation is 7%, your investment must be beat it. Otherwise, you are not growing, you are sinking. Learn to sail, not to sink. Today, world is by social media hype, instant investment traps, emotional decisions. If someone says the stock will grow 50%, will you jump in or will you think? Think before you invest, because hype is temporary, loss can be permanent. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Medical insurance, not tomorrow. Today we have to take. Emergency fund, minimum 6 months expenses. Budgeting, control your life before money controls you. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. 50% job may be impacted by artificial intelligence. This is not fair. This is the reality knocking your door. Prepare before the storm, not during the storm. Avoid loans for investment. Never invest borrowed money. Diversify your portfolio. Understand before you act. SEBI data says 80% people lose in stock markets. Why? Lack of knowledge, excess of emotion. Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. A small sip today can become a crore tomorrow. Time plus discipline equal to wealth. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Any other participant? Please give your valuable feedback.
Thank you, to the chair. Today we have learned, explored so many things about financial planning. Thank you so much, Prasanth sir.
Thank you, sir.
So, feedback from my side to the faculty. I don't know, not knowing about the others, but I really enjoyed your session, sir. That was an amazing way to actually explain the nuances, and it was very simple. And you gave a real-time example which people can actually correlate. Instead of making it so complex with some jargons and numbers, you made so real that next time when somebody sees a boat or a ship, they would think about Prashant sir. Okay, see, the example that you gave will always will come in their mind, and they would actually try to understand it. I wish that everyone here, probably if they could take your advice, the piece of information that you gave today, I'm sure that they're going to be better from where they are today, sir. So the way you present was actually good. It was amazing, and it's very easy to understand for anyone who actually listens to you. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable feedback. Any other participant, please unmute yourself.
ஹலோ சார், நான் அன்பரசு பேசுகிறேன்.
பேசுங்க.
அருமையான இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ஐடியாஸு, அவுட் டு செயல் இந்த ஸ்டாமில் புயலில் எப்படி நீச்சல் அடிக்கிறதுன்னு அருமையாக சொல்லி கொடுத்தாரு. ஃபைனான்ஷியல் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்டு, ஸோ மெனி இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸு, மியூச்சுவல் ஃபண்டு, டெட் ஃபண்டு, ஈக்விட்டி அண்டு இன்சூரன்ஸ், இந்த ஸோ மெனி இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்டு பற்றி நிறைய சொன்னார். ஸோ நம்ம இதெல்லாம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணோம்னா, அப்ளை பண்ணோம்னா லாங் டேர்ம் கோல்ஸை வந்து ஷார்ட் டேர்மில், மீடியம் டேர்ம், லாங் டேர்ம் கோல்ஸை வந்து நம்ம அச்சீவ் பண்ணலாம். பட்டு எவ்வளோ சிக்கனம் வந்து நம்ம லைஃப்பை வந்து நல்லா பாதுகாக்கும். நம்ம மற்றவங்க வீட்டில் பண்ணுறாங்க, டிவி வாங்கிட்டாங்க, ஃப்ரிட்ஜு, கார் வாங்கிட்டாங்கன்றது நாமளும் வந்து பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஸோ நமக்கு என்ன தேவையோ, எசென்ஷியல் தேவையோ, அத்தியாவசிய தேவைகளை மட்டும் நம்ம செலவு பண்ணிட்டு சேவிங்ஸில் இது பண்ணோம்னா நம்ம லைஃப் வந்து நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஃபஸ்ட்டு சேவிங்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் அப்புறம் மிச்சம் இருக்கிற ஃபண்ட்ஸை வந்து இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும். இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு தான் அப்புறம் நம்ம அந்த எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சரை பார்க்கணும். இட்ஸ் ஸோ மெனி யூஸ்ஃபுல் திங்ஸ். பிரசாந்த் சார், தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் யுவர் வேல்யூபிள் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you, sir.
தேங்க்யூ அன்பரசு சார். தேங்க்யூ அன்பரசு சார். சூப்பர் சார். இந்தியா சார், ஏதோ கொஸ்டின் அரைஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களோ?
இல்லையே சார்.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே, ரைட் சார். எனி அதர் பர்சன்ஸ்? Right, sir. Sir, very excellent session, very useful, excellent PowerPoint presentation, very nice, all informative session. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Faculty observation for a few minutes for your time. Faculty, sir. Faculty, sir.
Yes, sir.
Observation time. Faculty observation time.
Faculty observation. Fine. Sir, it was very wonderful session, and I don't know. Actually, I really want to talk in Tamil, but when I speak in Tamil means that you will ultimately you will end the session and you go. That is the reason why I could not do it. I know Tamil. Maybe I can understand the Tamil, but if I ask, maybe if I say some words, it may be misleading you. So the reason why I started using English. So if you have any doubts or anything related to investment, I always suggest there is another financial planner who is with me, Imithya sir. Please do contact him. So he will definitely guide you. And moreover, it was a wonderful session with you people, and you are very participating and all. So again, anything is happening, especially on interested thing. And one more thing is that I'm a financial education trainer for National Center for Financial Education. So what I do is that especially I do sessions for those students or people, especially on financial literacy part. And if you have any connections as a part of that, please do connect with me. I could take sessions for college students and everyone, because financial literacy is one of the major thing that is lacking in this particular industry. And I don't know, maybe there are so many LOs are coming together. So this is the first time that I'm taking the session for Tamil Nadu. Oh, so wonderful time with you people. Please do connect with me. I'll be available on my number. So please connect. Maybe my number is available with this is not the number. This is my official number. Maybe number which handled by the team. My personal number is available with Mugil sir. He will definitely share with you. So Amithya sir, please do contact with me. So thank you for this wonderful opportunity. So be in touch with JJCI Be Better.
So maybe you can type your number in the chat box, sir.
Yeah, sure, sir. Definitely, I'll type my number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we have invite vote of thanks. Mugil, sir, Arunagiri sir, vote of thanks சொல்லிடுறீங்களா? Arunagiri sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a very useful and wonderful session. இந்த இனிய நிகழ்விற்கு வருகை தந்து சிறப்பித்த நமது சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் இந்தியா சார். விரைவில் மீண்டும் உங்களுடைய பயிற்சியை இங்கே எதிர்பார்க்குறோம். ஒரு பயிற்சியை உங்களுடைய பயிற்சி 2-3 முறை இங்கே வந்திருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி வாங்க, சாரையும் அழைச்சிட்டு வாங்க. அடுத்ததாக நமது ஃபேக்கல்டி சார் மிக அருமையாக வந்து சூப்பரான செஷன் கொடுத்தாங்க. அவர்களுக்கும் நன்றியும் வாழ்த்துக்களும். பங்கேற்பாளர்கள் மற்றும் டெல்டா பொறுப்பாளர்கள், உறுப்பினர்கள், தேசிய பொறுப்பாளர்கள், உறுப்பினர்கள் மற்றும் தமிரிக்க தொலைக்காட்சி நிறுவனத்தினர் அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு